All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makal Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Honors and salutations to all sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, labor in honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. To the Aquathium and to the children that believe on the name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, the Son's name is Salaki, the Son's name is Yahweh Shah. Yahweh means he exists. Yahweh Shah is he's the deliverer. My name is Maka Allah Bungab and Yasha with the Watchman Philadelphia camp. And I just came across an article from CNN talking about Sears, man. You know, and that's that. Sears basically was like a major company in America, man, as far as retail. And they started that whole Black Friday sale, I think, to that effect. Where the stores do it now, so they had a major impact in the American way that people shop. But anyway, I'm not just hop right into it. It says Sears, the store that changed America, declares bankruptcy. So that right there is heavy, man. Sears, the store that changed America, files for bankruptcy, man. So what's that telling you? That everything America is going is it's out of here, man. Because this is a major, and I'm gonna read the article to you, man, because it's a lot of information here. Then I'm gonna hop into the scriptures that I have prepared. Lord's willing, is edifying. It doesn't be too long. Um, it says Sears, the once dominant retail chain that changed how Americans shopped and lived, has filed for bankruptcy. The 132-year-old company has been struggling for several years and is drowning in debt. See that America always in debt, man. That's the American way, debt. Um, all right, it's drowning in debt. The final straw was a 134 million debt payment due Monday that it could not afford. Sears Holding, the parent company of Sears and Kmart, among dozens of prominent retailers, to declare bankruptcy in the era of Amazon. So Amazon busting all these people's ass, but guess what? Amazon gonna go down too, because Sears is the like the mother of stores in America. You could say retail. The filing in federal bankruptcy court in New York came in the early hours of Monday morning. The company issued a statement saying it intends to stay in business, keep open. See that they intend to stay in business, keeping open stores that are profitable along with the Sears Kmart websites. So this their thoughts. All right, as as of the filing, about 700 stores remain open, and the company employs 68,000 workers. That down from 1,000 stores and 89,000 employees that it had as recently as February. So look, I used to work for Sears. I mean, yeah, it's the Sears Holding, but Kmart, and that store closed down. And it's another store that's around in the area. Then that Kmart closed down. So Sears is basically they're done, man. All right. Just like the American economy is done, man. But Sears said that it's looking forward, Shalakia, it's looking for a buyer for a large number of its remaining stores and will close at least 142 stores near the end of this year. That's in addition to the 46 store closings already planned for next month. The company did not rule out additional store closings as the bankruptcy process proceeds. Uh, Related articles, it says Sears' slow death is a gift to Walmart and to Home Depot. Eddie Lampert, the company's chairman and the largest shareholder, gave up the title of CEO. The company will now be run by three of the company's top executives. 4 years, Lampert has claimed the company was making progress to end to end its years of ongoing losses. While we had made progress, the plane, Slovakia, the plan has yet to deliver the results we had desired. Lampert said in a statement Monday. He said to the bankruptcy process would allow the company to shed debt and costs and become a profitable and more competitive retailer. Which that's not going to happen. As Esau, they just want their place to just go on forever. But although retailers typically file for bankruptcy, um, with the invention of staying in business, many end up going bust after filing in recent years. You got Toys R Us, Radio Shack, and Sports Authority have followed the path to the graveyard. The upcoming holiday season will be a particular challenge for Sears. It will need to do better than last year. While other traditional retailers enjoyed strong holiday sales, Sears and Kmart both reported sharp drops. All right, let me just go down and give you a little bit of. All right, it says Sears fell out of shoppers' favor over the past decade as online stores and big box rivals, including Walmart and Home Depot, beat Sears on price and convenience. But many of Sears' problems were self-inflicted. Its management tried to compete by closing stores and cutting costs. It slashed spending on advertising, and it failed to invest in Slovakia, and it failed to invest in the upkeep and modernization of its outlets. Sears and Kmart stores grew barren and ran down. Sales declined, losses piled up in the billion dollar in piled up in the billions of dollars, debt mounted, and the company's cash reserve just disappeared. Seriously, because them crappers they be stealing. Sears sold many of its valuable assets, including the massive real estate footprint, to raise the cash it needed to survive. According to the bankruptcy filing, the company was losing about 125,000 a month. So look, man, Sears is it's like Sears trying to stay in the business like America's trying to stay on top, man. But guess what? It's spiraling down. The Most High going to destroy this place, man. And Sears been around for a long time, man. A long time. Sears been around as long as America. About it says it ditched lands. It ditched lands ends in 2014. 3 years later, Sears dumped the Craftsman brand, which it has sold excessively. The company has been looking for a buyer for its Kenmore brand of appliances for years. See, nobody want to buy that shit. The only acquirer it could find was Lampert, who offered 400 million for Kenmore, though through his hedge fund, Salakia. The Sears board never accepted the offer. By last month, Sears' market value had fallen below 100 million, less than quarter of the value of Kenmore itself. The retailers probably have mounted in recent years. Sears warned investors last year there was substantial doubt it would be able to stay in business. It has lost 11.7 billion since 2010, its last profitable year. Sales have plunged 60% since then. The company shuttered more than 28,000 stores over the past 13 years, with the writings on the wall that a bankruptcy was imminent. Suppliers demanded Sears pay cash up front for the items in the store, so they don't even want to give them credit no more. This is like these other nations don't even want to give America credit no more. You know what I'm saying? They trying to pull away from America, just like these retailers are trying to pull away from Sears, man. All right, putting it at an even greater comparative disadvantage with other retailers. Whirlpool, that's how this company going down, like America's going down, which has started in businesses More than a century ago, selling its appliances at Sears pulled its various brands out of Sears and Kmart stores last year. See that? Nobody wants to be involved with a company that's going down, just like nobody wants to be involved with a country, but this ain't no country, this a corporation that's what? Going down. America's a corporation. What's happening to it? It's falling, it's crumbling. Sears is a corporation. What's happening to it? It's falling, it's crumbling. Why? Because of debt. So this is relevant. All right, it says last year it says once the dominant appliance retailer in the country, once the dominant appliance retailer in the country, so was not America the dominant force, which Donald Trump still think he is. That's why he trying to throw sanctions on everybody, you know. But guess what? These other countries ain't trying to hear that shit. So yo, they like, man, look, fuck America. We want our money. All right, Sears accounted for only 3% of Whirlpool's sales worldwide in 2017. Damn. In September, Lampert proposed that Sears restructure its finances without filing bankruptcy, but he warned that the company was running out of cash. RFID chip. The company's stock quickly fell below $1 a share for the first time in its history. For the first time in its history. So doesn't that remind you of America? America with its grade A credit score. Now that shit is low. So that shame shall be uncovered. Creditors opted instead to their hand in bankruptcy court without a deal and with 134 million in debt payments due Monday. Sears filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The brand that shaped a nation. The brand that shaped a nation. So that's oh man, Sears. All right, it says Sears once the nation's largest retailer and its largest employer, and in its heyday, it was both the Walmart and the Amazon of its time. So I'm gonna show you this picture. Cause look, you got the Edomites right there, and that's the beauty department. All right, that's a beauty department in Sears back when it was thriving. You see how the Edomites are happy. That Murph is being turned into, like what they say, Lionel Kitty City turned that frown upside down. Where that upside down frown is going to be turned into a frown. All right, that picture I just showed you was from the beauty department of Sears store in 1955. All right. It says, formed in 1886 by railroad station agent Richard Sears, the company started as a watch business in the North Redwood, Minnesota. Sears moved to Chicago in 1887, and he hired watchmaker Alva Roebuck as his partner. The first Sears Roebuck catalog, which sold watches and jewelry, was printed in 1896. The Sears catalog was the way many Americans first started to buy massive product goods. That was an enormous shift for people who lived on farms and in the small towns, and made many of the goods they needed on their own, including clothes and furniture. Sears stores helped reshape America, drawing shoppers away from the traditional Main Street merchants. See, so they took away from different merchants too. So that's why things are being taken away from them, just like America took away from all these different places. It says, woe to him that increases that which is not his. All right. Sears brought people into malls, contributing the suburbanization of America. Suburbanization of America in the post-World War II era. Damn, the post-World War II era. Now look, we going into World War III, and what's happening to Sears? That shit is falling, man. All right. It says its Kenmore appliances introduced many American homes to labor saving devices that change family dynamics. Its craftsman craftsman tools and their lifetime guarantees were a mainstay of middle class America. So what? It's no middle class no more. It's either you rich or you poor. Sears truly changed America. See that? Sears truly changed America, man. And America is falling. All right. But long before the rise of Amazon and online shopping, Sears was struggling to keep up with Americans' changing shopping habits Big box retailers such as Walmart beat it on both price and merchandise selection. In 1999, it was booted out of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Damn. Where it had been for 75 years, man. So they booted it out of the Dow Jones, man. That's your stock market. So America's going to be booted out too. Now America's being booted out of the rest of the world because they getting away from this American dollar. It says big box rival Home Depot took its place. Sears and Kmart merged to form Sears Holdings in 2005. At that time, so like at the time they had 35,000 U.S. stores. Between them, they have fewer than 900 today. Damn, so they going way down. In July, Sears closed its last store in Chicago, once its hometown. In August, the company announced another 46 store closings. The company had 89,000 employees as of February. That's down from 317,000 U.S. employees in early 2006, soon after the merger. All right. So man, that's heavy right there, yo. That's heavy. As Sears is going down. So I just got a couple scriptures real fast. I'm trying to breeze through before I go to the plantation. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 4. It says, Salat, let me. All right, it says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. So what's Sears doing? They closing their doors. They're closing their stores up, right? And the grinding is what? The grinding is low. That means they're not bringing in that revenue like they should bring it in. So grinding, what niggas like to say, yo, I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. God gonna make this money. Sears grind is over. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So at one time, that's funny because these department stores, they love to play that fucking, what they call that elevator music and all that shit. And people in there are jamming and happy and all that shit. But look what's happening now, man. Y'all being bought very low, man. All right? All the daughters of music shall be bought low, man. And America is one of the main daughters. But then the economy, the money, all right, that would be your music, man. All right, along with your rappers and all that shit. Okay, so this is Salakia. First Thessalonians chapter 5 and 3, which we all know this by heart. We should. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, the sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, man. So yeah, Sears is not going to escape this economic collapse. All right, and that, like I said, the article said that they was a thriving business. They changed the way people shopped in America, man. And now look at them. So you think that, and if that's starting on the inside, and Sears is a corporation, America's a corporation, and all they want to say, yeah, our plans is we gonna do this, and they lying to their employees, man. The niggas up top know what's going on, but the average employees, they probably tell them, yeah, everything's gonna be all right, man. It's cool. The next thing you know, you come in, they closing the goddamn doors. All right. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, and for this cause the Most High shall send strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So yeah, these people, they believe in lies. They thinking that their economy is not going to collapse. They thinking that they're going to be okay, man. They like, yeah, we got this, man. Everything going to be all right and all that. I don't even know why I'm grabbing the pot from here, but yeah, they thinking everything's going to be cool, man. That's why they want to make competitive prices and things like that, thinking that they're going to stay afloat. But check this out. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So their wickedness is they got these Halloween displays, Christmas displays, Thanksgiving displays. That's why they mention the up and coming holiday seasons, you know. But first of all, Esau, don't turn away from your wickedness, Esau. This is talking to strictly Yasharala, man. But anyway, people they ain't gonna turn away from their wickedness anyway. It says, verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So yeah, man, these people gonna be bugged out their goddamn mind, confused. You know? Let me go to Psalms real fast. This is Psalms chapter 69, verse 22. Give me 1 second out here. This is Psalms chapter 69, verse 22. It says, they gave Salakia. It says, let their table become a snare before them. So what's their table? How they eat, man. How is these people eating? Through that company, you know. So this says, let their table become a snare before them. Let it become a trap before them, because they think they got everything planned. They know what they're doing. No, everything is controlled by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It says, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. So yeah, let that store in America, which has been for your welfare to you Edomites, let it become a trap to you, man. All right? Because that's why you're going bankrupt. That's why you're falling out of power every day, man. All right? And Kmart represents, like you could say, that's a corporation, man. Which America's not a country anymore. What is it? It's a corporation, man. All right? This is Psalms chapter 49, verse 11. I'm going to end it on this. Because this what they thought. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, man. So look, that Roebuck, that's what they call it, Sears Roebuck, and the guy Sears, so he named that company after himself. So he thinking that he gonna pass this company down for generation to generation to generation, and look, it's blowing up in his face, man. You know, just like Amerigo Vespucci named America after himself, and what happened to America? It's going down the shitter, so to speak. All right. And with that, man, I hope that this lesson was edifying. I hope it made sense. Hope it goes out to who it needs to go to. All right. Until the next lesson, I gotta get to the plantation. I'm gonna say shalom.